Mike, first of all, it's great to be back out here on the field again for training camp. You have so many seniors coming back this year. A lot of you guys have been playing up from the time that you were freshmen. What's different going into this year now that you guys have won a state championship versus last year when you were trying to take the next step forward?
It's bittersweet this year because coming off that championship, it's big, but we can't think about last year. We can't think about what's in the past. And it's the last time I'll be playing football with all my best friends. We've been playing since kindergarten and flag together. So it's definitely bittersweet, but we're just ready to go out there and perform.
Now, how's the recruiting process going as far as the next level?
It's going pretty slow, but then again, that's not really a big thing on my mind right now. I'm just worried about this season, and just going out there and having fun with these guys. And everything's going to fall in place. God has a path for me, so it's all going to fall in after the season. I'm not really too worried about it because I am getting recruited by some schools, and then if nothing works out, then I'll just go to a small school and play. It's really not a big deal.
How great is it for you to have your entire receiving corps coming back this year? Guys like Bryce Watts, who just committed to Rutgers, and Darian Carrington, speed of Kenny Cook. Played with these guys, especially Bryce and Darian from the time you were a freshman. How much of an advantage does that give you guys as an offense going into this season?
That gives us a pretty big advantage since we've been playing since freshmen together. Bryce even been playing since 7th grade, so the timing down's pretty our timing's real good.
You guys do graduate 2 big-time players on the offensive line in Luke Patera and Tim Peterson. Who do you see filling into those positions this year?
We also return half our other line. We have Will Sagarese, Isaiah, Malamed. And then we got Dan Benici and Chris Renda, who could get a spot. But they've been looking pretty good in training camp. So we'll see Tuesday against Point Borough.
All right, now defensively, you guys also lost quite a bit on that side, but you do have some guys coming back like Pete LaQualia, who was really big for you, especially in the playoffs. Who are some of the new players that are going to step up on that side of the ball?
I'm not really too particular with the defense because I'm always on offense, but there's some young kids that can make a big part of our defense this year, like Jordan, and then we have Cole Batch on the D line, Nardoza, Billy Dowd. Eric Kelly, and then we return our whole secondary back pretty much except Matt Tomaszak. That'll be a loss, but then we have Mickey and Andrew Danilak to fill in, and I think I'll be playing a little bit of defense here and there, but we'll see.
All right, no Mariner team has ever won back-to-back state championships before. How important is it for you and your class as well as a legacy to be able to get that done this year and make school history?
That'd be great. Last year it was a great feeling to win states, and after that week 2 loss, we knew we don't want to lose again.
Right.
And since it's our last time, we just want to go out with a bang. But we're going to go week by week and try to go 1-0 every week and try to conquer A South, and then we'll worry about the playoffs once hopefully we get in there.
Week 1, you guys are going to have Southern Regional coming in here. They've had a couple tough years, but Coach Donahue always runs a tight program down there, and they're never down for long. What can you guys ultimately do to prepare for that?
I don't know. They're always good. So they've had a rough year last year or 2, but Southern's usually they're historic program, so they're really traditional. So we really don't know what they have over there right now, but we're gonna watch film, see what they get, and then we're gonna make game time decisions. So if we see something in the game, we're going to change it, because that's our whole offensive scheme. We just take what they give us.
Yeah, on the note of just being your last one with these seniors and all these players coming together with this offense particularly, and you being the quarterback of it, outside of, obviously this being an offense that suits you very well, being able to make all the throws of chemistry and, putting up the points you did last year, trying to do the same thing this year, just what have you been saying, to this team as far as, to your friends and all that, and, team meetings, things like that, as far as, what you're looking forward to individually about being out there with them one more time, since you are the quarterback of this offense and, everything that goes with that?
We're just trying to have fun, so I tell them not to stress too much, because once we're out there, everything's just going to click. And I mean, it's the last ride, so I'm pretty much never going to play with any of these guys organized football again. So we're just going to try to do our thing and do what we've been doing for the last 12, 13 years and just play football.
Is there anything individually in your game that you're trying to really improve on from last year to this year to possibly make this offense even better, or do you really feel like you're at a point where you can make every throw that they're going to ask you, and especially if these receivers, they're going to make every catch when you throw it, even if it's an off throw or something? So do you feel like this offense is basically at its full potential, or is there things that even you find room for improvement on?
There's always room for improvement. I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Bryce isn't perfect. So the thing I focused on in the off season was moving my feet more and working on my reads, my short to medium to long reads. And I mean, we're just gonna go play ball out there.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.